Good morning, folks. We're going to talk about my semi-automatic shotgun. This is a Hatfield 12 gauge S&S. A lot of people, I don't know, some people say they're not that good, some people say they are. I'm not going to ever lie to you about anything. I've had this for 3 years and ain't never had a problem on out of it. Never had a shell jam, nothing, not anything. Everything works. So I'm going to show y'all how to disassemble and reassemble this gun today, because it's kind of complicated if you don't know what you're doing. Show y'all yuppies out there, it ain't loaded. There ain't no shells going in there. Alright, well, we're going to start off. You take your top cap off right here. Just unscrew, it's simple. And then you pull your forearm stock off. And then this top screw, you take it and make sure this bottom one here does not turn when you take it off. And you want to remove it all the way. Make sure this one right here stays good and tight. Because this right here, it's in here, has a spring inside of it. And people will tell you that it has to come off to disassemble the gun, and it does not. And this piece right here, if y'all look, has a smooth side and has a side with grooves on it. That groove side, when you put it on, needs to go down. Okay. Now, you're going to pull this back to where it's in the open position. And what you'll do, after you do that, is you'll lock your gun back, like so. Just where it stays open. And you'll take that off. And your whole barrel comes off. Now, this screw that I wanted to stay on here flew off because it was a little loose. That's the part I was talking about. Because this gun's been took apart a few times and cleaned, so. And that's pretty well the disassembly of it. You can go in further and unscrew all this stuff and pull it out. I'm not doing all that today though. Just show you all the basics of it. Okay. So if this right here does happen to you, I'm going to show you an easy way to get it back on there. Just line this back up, make sure it's lined up right in there. It just slides back on there like that, pretty simple. Not complicated or anything. Make sure that rubber bushing goes back down in there. Alright, what you gonna do with this now? You got that on there, is take your spring, put your spring on there. Then you take this cap. This cap has rough grooves on the top, smooth on the bottom on the side. You take the smooth and put it down. And instead of trying to fight this spring, because it is really hard to do, screw this down first. And then you push it down with that top cap and hold it and get some threads started on that top cap if you possibly can. And then just keep screwing that top cap, and then eventually you'll be able to get that bottom cap to screw on down there. And then you just gotta keep screwing. And When that comes off, you have to take pliers. Instead of just being able to use your hand. And I should have checked that before I done anything. So this top piece here, first one tape not let come off come off. You adjust some pliers, get you some channel locks like these, or any kind of plier really will work, it don't matter. And you just tighten her on down. Make sure it's good and snug on there. And then you take your 4 stock arm, just slide it back on there. Back your cap, screw your cap back on. Make sure all your functions work before you put it all back together. And this one does. Like I say, everything works on it. Every release button. Okay, click it. Sure it fires. Everything works. Good to go. And that's simple how you disassemble and reassemble a Hatfield 12 gauge S&S shotgun. And they're good guns. I stand behind them. And I like them. And if y'all have any more questions or concerns, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer all of them I can. Y'all have a good one.